to your practice. My name is Joy, and today we're going to do a very sweet, juicy, mindful flow. So we're going to work with staying present with all the transitions, all the movements, instead of just focusing on position after position. So being really mindful with our whole practice today. If you want, you can use 2 blocks. Not really necessary, but it can be nice for your practice. And maybe if you want to have a blanket for your Shavasana or to sit on, feel free to grab that as well. And then we're just gonna get started. So let's find a comfortable seat. Again, feel free to sit on top of something, cross-legged, or maybe sitting on your knees feels better. Just make sure that you are sitting comfortably but active. You can relax your shoulders down. You can close your eyes. And we'll just start by taking a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. One more, inhale deeply. And let it go. Now just soften your shoulders and your elbows. And taking a moment here to just arrive. A moment to arrive on your mat. To arrive in your body. And just start to notice the sensations in your body. So maybe scanning your body from head to toe and just noticing what is there. So this can be tension or a muscle ache, heat or cold, or any tingling sensations that you feel. So just take a moment to observe, but without any judgment or without going into stories as why you feel that way. Now once you are all checked in, you can start to bring the focus to your breath. Just noticing how the air moves through your body. The rise and fall of the chest and the belly when you breathe in and out. Really becoming aware of the whole road your breath is taking. Noticing the transition into the in and out breath. And then each time that you notice that you have drifted away, which will happen, then just put a smile on your face and softly guide the focus back to your breath. So integrating that mindfulness practice into our flow today. And mindfulness is not about staying present. It is about noticing when you are moving away with your thoughts and then guiding the awareness back. That is the practice. So we'll keep doing that today as well. Every time you notice that you've drifted or you are elsewhere with your mind, just guide the awareness back to your breath. And we'll just stay here for one more breath. And you can keep the eyes closed a little bit longer. very slowly, we're going to start to bring some soft, mindful, and gentle movement into that upper part of the spine, the head, the neck. And you can move that part into any direction. So maybe this is a gentle sway from side to side. Maybe this is a circle, a half one, or even a full one. But just try to feel every sensation along the way. So not going into your automatic pilot, but really noticing what happens in your body when you move a specific way. And then let's move that awareness a little bit lower towards our shoulder and chest area and start to move into that space at any way that feels right to your body. Yeah, so this can be a circle of the shoulders, 1 or 2 at a time, or maybe just circling your chest. And again, staying with every sensation, being really aware of the sensations in your body when you move. And then let's go even lower towards the rib cage area, starting to move it in any direction, creating space. And it doesn't matter what the movement looked like. It only matters how it feels. And then let's go even lower towards our lower belly and hip area. Just start to move into those spaces, noticing every sensation. And then feel free to move your whole body along with for this final moment here. Maybe stretching out your arms or circling your wrist. Any movement is possible, but do it mindfully. Being there for every transition. Being here for every sensation. One more breath. And then slowly coming back to stillness. Taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. Now try to keep the awareness with your body. You can slowly blink your eyes open, but just staying with your sensations. And then we'll mindfully make the transition onto our hands and knees. So even these transitions that you would normally do in automatic pilot and don't think too much about, do those really mindfully. Finding your tabletop here, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and starting to move your hips from side to side. And then really noticing your edges. So moving into your range of motion. Noticing where you cannot go any further with the hips because you will cross a line. Yeah, so when we move really mindfully, it is almost impossible to go too far, to create injuries, because when you move mindfully, you notice every sensation in your body. And when you notice every sensation, then you will feel where the edges are. You will feel when you are about to go too far. So let's take one more breath here, one more movement into those hips. And then slowly coming back to your center, going through our cat-cow movement. So with our inhale, we're going to open up the chest, arch the back, gaze up. And exhale, pull the navel in, rounding your spine. Inhale, opening up an arch. Exhale, press and round. Now also with this movement, notice all the sensations along the way. So when you make the transition from your cat into cow, notice what happens in your body. Notice how it feels. Really being present for the whole road. Let's do one more round. And then you can start to move into other directions mindfully. Moving in any way that feels good, but with a reason. Just with a reason to create space or to loosen up. And not because it is a movement you always do on automatic pilot. So really notice the sensations. We'll take one more breath. Slowly coming back to your center. Now spread your fingers, noticing how the weight of the hands feels onto your mat. Mindfully tucking your toes and noticing how this feels in your toes. And then very gently and mindfully lifting up into our downward facing dog. And even though you have done this so many times before, just try to feel as if you're doing this for the very first time. Noticing which muscles are stretching. And maybe you would like to move, but also do these movements very mindfully. And noticing the sensations that you feel when you do a specific movement. And again, not because this is what you always do. Maybe explore a little bit. Let's take one more breath. And then very mindful, you can start to walk your feet towards the front of the mat. But notice every step on the mat. Maybe notice how you roll your feet. And then stepping the feet about hip distance apart. Keeping a nice bend in the knees, noticing the weight of your body into your feet. Relaxing that whole upper body here. Maybe give your head a little shake, a little wiggle. Maybe doing the same thing with the shoulders. Or maybe even holding on to your opposite elbows and moving the weight into your right foot and then into your left foot. But also do that mindfully. Noticing the switch. One more breath. And then slowly relax your arms. Let's bend the knees and very mindfully rolling up. Noticing the staggering of the spine. And once you are all the way rolled up, it can be nice to roll the shoulders back a few times. Mindfully noticing the sensations in your body. And then let's keep the feet about hip distance apart. Feeling the weight of your body into both feet. Nice and steady. Activating your center. Relaxing your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Then let's slowly bring the weight into that right foot. And just lifting up your left knee. Just noticing a little bit of balance here. Deep breath in. Now exhale, being really aware of this transition. Softly bend your right knee. And just reaching your hands gently down to the floor. And then very slowly and mindfully, we're going to step that left foot back. Noticing how the toes touch the mat. Bringing that back knee down, relax your toes. And then just creating a little space into our hips. If you notice that your hands don't touch the floor easily or you want more range of motion, use blocks to make your arms a little bit longer. And then just starting to create space into our hips with very mindful and soft movements. So again here, noticing every sensation. So we move a little bit slow today, so we really feel all those juicy sensations, because when we move faster, we tend to overlook or overfeel the sensations. One more breath. And then slowly reaching your hands back down to the floor. Left hand stays down and right arm reaches up. Noticing that whole road your arm is taking. Inhale. Exhale, releasing that right palm down. Now let's tuck the back toes, lift up your back knee, and from here let's step that left foot back forward. Noticing how you step your left foot down, relax your head, bending both knees and rolling back up to standing. Now from here, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, moving the weight into your left foot. Finding your balance here, lifting up the right. Use your center. Inhale. Exhale, soft, bending your left knee, reaching your hands down to the floor. And then very mindfully stepping that right foot back. Noticing how the toes touch the floor. Bringing that back knee down, relax your toes here. Maybe again using blocks, of course feel free to do this without. And then starting to explore into that other hip. Very mindfully. Maybe this hip feels way different. Just noticing where the edges are, where your range of motion is. Breathe. Let's take one more breath. And then gently bringing the hands back down to the floor. Right palm stays down, left arm reaches up into your twist. Inhale deeply. Exhale, releasing that left palm down. Now from here, tucking your back toes, lift up your back knee and stepping your right foot forward, mindfully noticing how the right foot steps down on the mat. Maybe hang it out here for a little moment. Bending your knees, rolling up to standing. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands to heart. Now let's just take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Moving the weight into your right foot, lifting up your left. Engaging your center, finding your balance. Inhale. Exhale, softly bend your right knee. Reaching your right hands down. And then mindfully stepping your left foot back. Now let's sink the hips down, keeping that back knee lifted if it feels all right. Bringing that left palm down, reaching your right arm open. Inhale, twist. Exhale, releasing that right palm back down to the floor. Now from here, let's micro bend the back knee and then rising up into our high lunge. So noticing the road you take towards the high lunge, engaging your center, relax your shoulders, micro bending the back knee so we can move that right hip back, left hip forward. Taking a deep breath in. Now exhale, let's hover that left knee above the floor, reaching the arms back. And inhale, lifting your arms back up. Now noticing the whole road here. So every sensation along the way, let's hover. Inhale, lift. One more time, let's hover. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, reaching your arms forward. Let's circle that left heel down. And then very mindfully opening that left arm open to your warrior. Noticing how you feel into your warrior here. So this is a position where we tend to zone out because it can be a quite intense pose. But just notice all the muscles in the legs. Noticing how the shoulders relax. Noticing how the abdominal muscles engage. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale, noticing this transition as well. Right hand comes down, left hand reaches down. Lift up your back heel. And then from here, we're gonna move the weight into our right foot. We're going to lift up that left leg, toes are pointing down. Just notice how the weight moves into that right foot. Take a deep breath in and exhale very mindfully, stepping that left foot next to your right. Noticing how the weight moves back into both feet, bending your knees, rolling up to standing. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands to heart. Moving the weight into your left foot, lifting up the right, finding your balance. Deep inhale. Exhale, reaching your hands down. Mindfully stepping that right foot back. Keeping that back knee lifted if it feels all right. Right palm down, left arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, releasing that left hand down. Micro bend that back knee. If you want to step your foot a little bit closer, feel free to do so. And then reaching up into your high lunge. Micro bend in your back knee. Left hip moves back, right hip moves forward. Relax your shoulders and breathe. Now keep noticing all those transitions here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hover the knee above the floor. Inhale, lifting back up. Exhale, hover, feeling the transition. Inhale, lifting up. One more. Exhale, hover, engage your center. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, reaching your arms forward. Mindfully circling that right heel down and peeling that right arm open into your warrior. Again here, relax your shoulders, engage your center, breathe. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, left followed by right. Lift up your back heel, moving all the weight into your left foot, lifting up your right leg. Noticing the weight into your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, mindfully stepping that right foot next to your left. Now just hang it out here for a moment. Relax your neck. And then starting to walk your feet a little bit wider. Your toes can move out diagonally. And then very gently and mindfully sinking the hips down into your squat. Now it's okay if the heels are not totally down on the floor. Maybe you want to mindfully and gently move a little bit from side to side. Maybe you just want to find a little stillness here. You can bring the palms of the hand together or even relax your head down. But just notice the sensations here, the transition. One more breath. And then with or without the use of the hands, you can gently sit back, noticing also this transition. And then from here, you can mindfully roll down on your back. So go slow, go mindful, noticing every transition along the way, hugging the knees into the chest. Maybe rolling a little bit from side to side. Taking one more breath. And then let's open the arms out wide. Palms are facing upwards. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale, bringing both knees over to the right side for a nice twist. Feel free to adjust your twist in any way that feels good. But just feel first. So noticing the sensations. And from these sensations, feel free to adjust. But because your body is telling you so, and not because it is what you always do. Taking a few nice deep breaths. And then slowly bringing your head back to center, bringing your knees back to center. Maybe just rolling again over your lower back a few times before we go on to the other side. Now again, stay with the sensations along the way. So opening the arms wide, twisting your knees to the left, Noticing every sensation by going into this pose, and then from here feel free to adjust. One more breath. Very gently, very mindfully rolling back to your center. And then gently relaxing both legs, relaxing your arms, coming into your Shavasana. Feel free to maybe grab a blanket or a pillow, making yourself comfortable. Also do that mindfully for that last part. So don't just go fast and grab, but mindfully grab whatever you need here. And then just relaxing your body down, closing your eyes. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Side out. Release everything here. So you don't have to focus on the sensations or the breath anymore. You can just let everything go and be for this final moment of your practice. Now, slowly and gently, you can start to bring the awareness back to your body. You can deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Any other movement that feels good to do. And then just give yourself a nice big stretch. Arms up overhead and all the sounds that come with it. And then let's hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big, big hug, full of love. And whenever you feel ready, in your own way, you can slowly lift yourself back up into a comfortable seated position. And then with our next inhale, lifting the arms up overhead, bring the palms together. And exhale, release the hands down in front of your chest. Taking one final deep inhale. Exhale deeply. Just taking a moment, thanking yourself for your practice. And then I want to thank you for practicing with me today. I wish you a wonderful day, and until we meet again, namaste.